Well, thank you all for joining us today. Haitian Christian Outreach is so thankful for our mission partners. And we'd like to take this opportunity to highlight a couple of those partners, such as Lifeline Christian Mission. I have with me today the VP of Connection, Will Combs. And Will, I thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
No problem. So as you are aware, now more than ever, it is so important for ministries to partner together, pooling our resources so that we can in turn serve more people with a greater purpose. And so that's kind of what we want to talk about today. But for those of our partners, those of our Haitian Christian Outreach partners and donors who may not be familiar with Lifeline, can you provide me with a brief description of your ministry?
Yeah, so kind of our mission statement is to spark a life on mission for God, everyone, everywhere. We work in 9 different countries. The largest place that we work is in Haiti, along with HCO. And we work through what we call our 5 causes: churches, youth, health and nutrition, economic empowerment, and mobilization.
Okay, fantastic. And so describe specific ways that you have partnered with ministries such as Haitian Christian Outreach.
We've partnered in a couple different ways, but the biggest way that we've partnered with most ministries, and specifically Haitian Christian Outreach, is through our meal packing ministry. It's where we bring the ingredients usually to a church, and they package the rice-based meals that then get shipped in a container to the different fields. And we've partnered with Haitian Christian Outreach to pack meals, send meals, and on occasion ship some other items in country as well.
And I know at the beginning of 2020, in God's timing, we had a very large quantity of packed meals sent through Lifeline, which we were so appreciative for. We had just come off of several months of civil unrest, and the need is so great there in the Peridot area where we work. And so the food was distributed amongst the churches, the schools, there in the hospital. And so we were very thankful for the church that partnered with you to do that. Throughout this time, obviously COVID-19 has changed ministries a little bit. So tell us how COVID-19 has changed the Lifeline ministry.
It's kind of weird. It has and it hasn't. Mm-hmm. Luckily in the fields we work, we have local leaders that are doing all of the real ministry and the real work. Mm-hmm. So in the fields, the staff are still educating students. They're still treating people in the clinics, and the pastors are still preaching the gospel and ministering to people the best they can. Obviously, some of that has changed based on quarantine and different things like that. So that hasn't changed. But on the mobilization side, for us working here in the U.S. and Canada, the 2 biggest ways that we engage North American believers is through mission trips, mm-hmm. and through the meal packing ministry. So, in a normal year, we would have around 900 people go on mission trips. So at this point, we've had 0 this year. So, that's an impact. And with not allowing gatherings of people or large gatherings, we've already had 2 million meals worth of events canceled or postponed, and got word from a church earlier this week that has an event in November that is our 2nd largest annual event, close to 850,000 meals, that they're not sure that's going to happen now. Mm-hmm. So those are some of the things that are affecting the ministry.
Yeah. And so I was just talking with an individual not too long ago, and I said, just like what you said, it has and it hasn't changed our ministry. It has changed the how we serve, but it has not changed the why we serve. And I think that that is so important, that, you know, for those of us who we see this pandemic as an opportunity to spread God's love and God's word, and in a different way. Now we are being creative, we're being challenged, and we find that our donors and our partners are helping us to overcome those challenges in ways that sometimes we never thought possible. And so I know that those meals are so important to the Haitian people. They're so important to other countries. And so tell us how Lifeline Mission, or Lifeline Christian Mission, has creatively changed the way that they're doing things. And if a church or individuals or organizations want to work with Lifeline now to help ensure that those meals move forward, how can they do that?
So, you know, it's kind of been a slow go, you know, kind of not wanting to put anybody at risk, and, you know, testing out some different things. We've got our site in the Columbus, Ohio area, where we've actually started bringing in households at a time to pack in several different places in our building, so that we can have up to 3 or 4 different families. And we've recently started with a couple churches where we have actually, normally on a mobile event, we would come with a truck. You know, we would have staff unload, set up, train, and they would pack. But we've had where we've sent out a pallet or a couple pallets with, you know, one station set up, and done some Zoom training with them so that they can then kind of be a host site to bring their families, members in to do packing as well. So
Fantastic.
Hopefully we'll be able to get out on the road again, seeing people face to face soon.
Yes.
But that's what we're doing at the moment to try to keep some meals, albeit much slower, getting produced so that we can get them out to the fields where they're desperately needed.
That's fantastic. I know with Haiti being the country that we work in, and I know I'm referring back to them being a Haitian Christian outreach ministry, I know that the pandemic hit them several weeks later than what it hit the U.S. And we know that those healthcare foundations in countries like Haiti just sometimes are non-existent. And so being able to help through providing food in that way is so beneficial to them. Obviously, helping to satisfy that physical need helps them then to have higher morale and emotional health and things. So we know that helping to pack those meals is very important. So what's one of those ways that somebody can contact Lifeline Christian Mission to set up an opportunity to do that?
So if you just go to our website, lifeline.org, there's a section where for the meal packing, and you can just fill out a little form online, and it'll send a message to us, and then we can reach back out to you.
Well, I thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. And I know that you and I are actually going to see each other next week as we prepare to send a container together. So still continuing, again, to work creatively in ways that we can help serve others. So thank you. Appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing, and God bless you.
Thanks. God bless you guys too.
Thank you.